Oh my goodness. Ugh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone is having a very, very solid start to their day on this wonderful Tuesday morning. Ugh. So got a couple different things that I'm kind of thinking about doing this morning. I'm kind of thinking that instead of doing I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably kind of do a mix of Pal World and some I don't know if I necessarily need to do job app stuff because, well, I mean, I probably should. But even though I probably should, I do have, at the very least, I have a phone screening that I'm doing tomorrow for a potential job. And I'm waiting to hear back from a pre-screening that I already did for another company. Hoping that I'm able to lock down at least one of those for a job. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Excuse my yawning. Get rid of that. Let me take a peek at this. Alrighty. Oh. I need to tweet out that I am going live. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so true. This is so true. Just found this this meme here on Twitter. This is so true. Anubis, make me ammo that I need? Nah, dude. I'm gonna work in a stone pit. Despite the fact that if you're at this point, you probably already have literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of stone just stored away. So yeah. 10 a.m. PST 26. This is in response to the increased number of players currently playing multiplayer. These changes will not affect players or saves, but you may experience difficulty connecting to servers and multiplayer around this time. Cool. Good thing I don't do multiplayer. At least not yet. I just hit level 40 on my character, so we are approaching. I don't really know what endgame is like supposed to look like for this game, but despite that, like, I have I would say probably about 8 hours of this is idle time, but the rest is active playtime. I have 62 hours total playtime if you include idle time in Palworld. So I needless to say, I've been playing this game a lot. It's funny though, because if you look at like my friends list, like this guy right here, it says he has 152 hours played recently. The reason for that is because he's been playing, he's been essentially hosting a local server on his end so that other people can connect to it and play that way. So he's just been leaving his computer on for, like, leaving the game open and the computer on for other people to actively connect to and play games with. And I was like, oh well, cool. So it looks like he's played this game way more than other people. But yeah, you know, I have a bit of a problem with this game and putting out too much time. Anyways, all right, let me go over here. Go here. Copy this bad boy. And chill vibe. Cat and otters. Post it. Cat and otters all the way. Boom, 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 boom. Anyways. All right, um, all right. Double check LinkedIn real quick, just super fast. Double check messaging. Awesome. Got this scheduled for actually I'm just gonna put this on my thing tomorrow so that I'm remembering and I'm not like scrambling to get myself all taken care of or whatever. And so tomorrow there is going to be a break in the middle of the stream for a call that I'm going to be having. So I'm going to put that on my calendar for tomorrow. That's been done. Okay, so what in the world? Okay, so today is the 6th. Tomorrow's the 7th. Going to create an event, add title. And then this is for and this is tomorrow at there we are. Does not repeat. Add notification 30 minutes before. I'm going to say an hour before. And actually what we'll probably do is we'll probably just dedicate that chunk of the time, like once that hour mark hits at 1 p.m. once I get that notification. I want to make sure that I'm actually getting that on my computer as well. One sec. Do not have a Google Calendar here. Come on now. Seriously? Yes. Wait a minute, which calendar is this? Which email is this calendar hooked up to? That is the wrong calendar. That is not connected to the right calendar. That's obnoxious. Okay, well. Dang it. There's got to be a way to swap which one this is attached to, or do I just need to delete it and then re-add it again, which would be kind of irritating, but oh well. Okay, there we go. Now if I refresh this, is it going to be there? Why is it not popping up there? Dude, Howard Shore did such a good job with the music for Lord of the Rings. Objectively, some of the best cinematic music ever made. Objectively, some of the best. I don't know why I can't. Wait, what? Here, I'm just gonna delete this. No, it's not at 2:30. It's at 2 p.m. It's gonna go until 2:30. Oh, come on. There we are. Oh, come on. There we go. Sorry, guys. Almost done with this. Excuse me, sorry. Whew. Okay, so there. Now I have this calendar event in here. Starless night will be on of the sun. We will walk in bitter rain, but in dreams can it hear your name, and in dreams we will meet again. I kind of botched that a little bit. Oh boy. Calendar needs permission to display notifications. Continue. Wait, what? Allow. It was a solid beep. There we are. Okay, guys. Got a phone screening tomorrow, and man, dude, even if this position isn't really the greatest paying to start out, I believe the listed pay was 22 an hour, which, I mean, like, what if I'm 22 times 2080? That's lower than I would want. That's 45. It's just short of 46K a year. But if I'm working that and continuing to work as a server, if I'm working that and I'm continuing to work as a server where I'm doing like, I would say if I'm working open to close like on a Saturday and Sunday, which would be exhausting, and I would literally be working 7 days a week, and I would have my only free time would be the time like during the week, which if I were to do that, I would be working like pushing 65 hours a week. And I honestly, I don't know how much I could, how long I could sustain that. But if I were to do that, then I would probably cut down on the amount of time that I'm streaming by a good chunk. I would probably only stream like guaranteed 3 times a week type of thing, and probably have it be like I take a short nap after work, wake up, get myself some food, and then stream for like a few hours. That's probably how I would do it. But I could probably working 24 hours a week at the restaurant. I'd probably be making close to 25 an hour. Between tips and stuff. Tips and wage. Actually, I'll say 25 just to estimate on the low end. Like I'd be making 76K doing that, but I mean, like that's ugh. The idea of me working 60 plus hours a week and not even clearing 80K like gross is just not it's not an appealing idea. You know what I mean? Like it's not excuse me, sorry. You're still at 18 an hour? I mean, yeah, Earl, I'm I'm sure you get it. I'm sure you get it, Mr. Military Man. Wasn't even military man, but I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah. Just the concept of working 60 plus hours a week and not clearing 80K is just obnoxious. Ugh. Acquisitions and contract management. Yeah. Yeah. Princess, you could, I guarantee you could get a job making way more than what you're currently making. Way more. You could find a remote job making way more than what you currently make. You're working for less than 20 an hour? Yeah. It's just, it's not as if like 80K, like I don't need 80K to make it. Like I am more than capable of living on, honestly, if I were to really nickel and dime everything that I possibly could, I could realistically like have my monthly expenses probably be less than like 2,000 a month if I were to really nickel and dime it. I could effectively probably live on 20,000 a year, like 20 to 24,000 a year tops, if I really wanted to do that. I don't think I would. I don't think I have the mental discipline to be able to live that frugally. But I could do it if I was able to discipline myself enough. Just throwing it out there, you're willing to pay $150 a month for a full-time editor? Huh? $150 a month? For a full-time editor? I feel like an editor worth their salt is gonna demand a lot more than that. It's like 150 like per 2 videos. Yeah, no one wants to work these days. Damn kids don't know what it means to put in a hard day's work. Back in my day, I was making $150 for a whole month. I was living on the street. I was eating rice that I found in the garbage. And that would last me all month. Yeah. Which, I mean, like, the reality is that if I want to be in a position to, at any point in the future, own a home in the area that I am currently in, I'm going to have to live very frugally over the course of the next 4 or 5 years. Just because real estate in this area is a fucking nightmare. I think potentially, like, I mean, just, the reality is that there's just not enough property to go around. There's too many people wanting to buy property, and the supply is just not high enough. That's just the reality of it, especially in an area like this. If I were to go to a more rural area, that would probably change dramatically. I would probably be able to get, a solid property for pretty cheap, in comparison to, like, I mean, the average, I'm actually kind of curious. Average real estate cost Seattle. The average Seattle home value is $815,000. Could have your house built twice in your hometown for the same price as the area that you live in now. Yeah. $815,000, dude. Oh, that is so painful. What's the, I'm actually kind of curious. What's the, let's do a mortgage calculator. Let's just assume that I was able to stack up $200,000, which I could probably stack up 200,000 in, like, if I were living frugally, making 80K. Granted, that's gross. Not net. Let's assume that the household income is just 77,000, round up a little bit. Here we are. Take home pay would be take home pay, making 77,000 gross. The take home pay is going to be closer to 62,000 after taxes. minus probably 25 from that for just living expenses. So what is that? 61,908 minus 25,000, left with 36,000 over the course of, we'll do that 4 years. Well, left with 36,000. Let's do that over the course of 5 years. 5 years puts you at 184 grand if you were to like really save consistently for that 5 years. That'd be so much. Okay, so let's go to this mortgage calculator real quick. Let's say, what was the average? It was like 860,000 for. So if you had $180,000 down payment, 860,000 minus the 184 or 180, that leaves $680,000. What's the home loan interest rate right now? Current mortgage rates. No, that's the VA. Average home loan interest rates. Pushing 700,000 on a 30-year. Damn, dude, interest rates are up at like the 6 to 8% range. That's crazy. Oh, that is actually insane. What is that actual monthly payment? If you were to get a loan for 680K at a 30-year fixed with a 7.6% interest rate, which appears to be average right now, then your monthly payment would be approximately $5,000 a month. That's fucking insane. Like, that's so nutty, dude. That's $180,000 down with a $680,000 mortgage. Almost $5,000 a month. Off of what was it? Like a that's not even feasible. Off of 61,000. That's legitimately not feasible. Like, your take-home pay on a monthly basis is going to be like $5,000 a month, making that kind of money. Now, obviously, your income is going to increase. Well, theoretically, it should be increasing if you're either actively working towards that being the case, like talking to your boss about the potential for income mobility, and the not just the potential for income mobility, but also for or looking for other job opportunities that pay more based on the experience that you now have from working at a place. But the likelihood that your income is going to increase over the course of like a 5-year period of saving up that kind of money to the point where it would offset a near $5,000 a month mortgage is just not practical. The only thing that I could think of that would maybe make that feasible would be if you were to like have if the place that you were to get were to be like a 2-bed type place, and you rent out one of your rooms to somebody else to help them subsidize the cost of the mortgage. That's the only thing that I could think of that would even make that financially feasible. And even so, that doesn't guarantee that it's going to make it all right, because even if you are like one, to a certain degree, that kind of defeats the purpose, you know. Well, I shouldn't say it defeats the purpose, because I mean, obviously, if you want to be a homeowner, like, you gotta ante up, you know. But having your place is that is effectively defeated if you're having somebody else room with you. And there's a certain dynamic that kind of gets added there of like, you would have to have the right roommate to be able to make that work, because it's your house, you know. And it would turn into, instead of just like rooming with someone in an apartment where it's like equal exchange of responsibility, it becomes, you're the homeowner, they're the renter, you are responsible for maintaining any and all upkeep of the house, in addition to having a roommate living with you, you know. There's just that much more responsibility that goes into it. That just, to me, like, the potential risk of there being like an insane amount of extra hassle that goes along with that just doesn't seem like it would be worth it to me. But it just depends on how much you want to nickel and dime your way into being a homeowner. It's crazy to me, man. Yeah, let me go to Zillow really quick. We're gonna look at this. Get rid of that. Actually, we can just get rid of this. We're going to take a quick look at Zillow here. Go to Zillow's main page. All right, let's check this out. So let's just say Seattle. Or, well, for sale. Sure. So let's just click outside. Let's look and see what is in like the north area. I feel like the most north, like, Everett's probably going to be the cheapest type area that's like semi nearby like the general Seattle area. $332K, 1 bed, 1 bath, 700 square feet, baby. Oh, man. Woodinville tends to be a bit more expensive if I'm not mistaken. Actually, that's not too bad. You can find some places around here that aren't terrible. 230k. What is this? Oh, that's just a lot. Never mind. Durr. Home type. Deselect. Houses. And townhomes. Yep. Looks like the absolute low of the low end is chilling around like here, let me just actually organize price low to high. What do we got? 399,000. So 400k. Also got 300k here, but this is, what is this? This isn't I guess that's a townhome. So 400k, 2-bed, 1-bath home is located in the desirable Edmonds area, which is actually, Edmonds is not a bad area. Edmonds is not bad. Great location near Lake Ballinger. This property offers potential for rehab or a tear down. What a great way to describe it. For the low price of 400k. Oh man. Let's just say we take that for example. So we put 180 down, so we'd be left with 220k. 220,000 on a 30-year fixed. That's feasible. That's feasible. And this is a 2-bed, so I feel like it would depend. You could make that work if you were like, if you wanted to have a roommate in a place like this, you could probably do that and have it work out all right. Like, I think the biggest thing is that if you wanted to have a roommate wherever you were choosing to live, only have that be the case if you're capable of effectively paying the entirety of the bill by yourself. So that if, for whatever reason, things aren't working out with whatever roommate you have, whatever, yada, 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 XYZ, doesn't matter. If for whatever reason it's not working out effectively, then you could be like, hey, not really working out. I'm just going to say that this is going to be like, I'm going to say I need you to find another place, you know? Cause 1,600 a month on, what was it that we, on like a 60k net is far more reasonable. What was it that we had there? It was a federal income tax calculator, 61, copy that, and then we divided that by 12, and then we mine it, or actually hold up, no we do 1597 divided by 5159. So that's 30% of your take-home pay. So you would be like, you'd be kind of pushing it. It'd be kind of at the top end of what you were like really able to make happen. And again, that's just if you were to like purchase this at price. You might be able to get the price a little bit lower. Hell yeah. Look at that. I actually like that. I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of like that. Oh, you got the puppos looking like, what the